for a number of years itong mga katekistang to, right? Ito po yung lumilitaw dun sa datos. No? And wala akong question doon. 86% describe their life situation as happy and very happy. We ask them using happiness scale. Masaya ka ba? Yan sila. Okay? General yan. General situation. Kung masaya ba sila sa buhay. 93%. So kung masaya ka, bilang katekista, masaya ka ba? Right? So, affirmative. Okay? 9 of every 10 respondents say they are either happy or very happy. Now, the next question is satisfied ka. Pwede ka masaya pero hindi ka satisfied, right? Oo. Satisfied ka ba? 90%, which is good, right? Now, tinanong namin sumunod was, other than being a catechist, meron ka pa bang ibang ginagawa sa parish, right? Oh, crazy, right? 60% of them actually responded that they have other works and services than being a catechist. So this becomes more exciting na, I'm not talking to a catechist, I'm talking to a mother butler, to a CWN, to every major thing in the church. Ang tanong ko, tama po ba? Meaning, wow! So this is not an issue of being a catechist, this is an issue of really serving the entire function of the parish and the church. So, whoa, this is crazy. This is exciting for researchers like us, right? Next. Qualitative observations. Qualitative observations, okay? So here, what we did was to get the qualitative responses to our qualitative question in the online survey. Okay? And subject it to word count and produce a word cloud. Ulitin ko. Para maintindihan ko. May qualitative responses. Okay? Bakit ka masaya? Bakit ka satisfied? Are you committed? You know? So may mga question, may mga in-explain sila sa mga bagay-bagay. Then we just get all those things and subject it to word count. Meaning, what word will come up if we put together all the responses, okay? And create a word cloud to represent the responses. This is just an entry to the real qualitative analysis. But I tell you, it's exciting to see. For catechists, ang tanong, what best describes your life situation at present and why? Ito ang description nila. This is not made up. These are their responses. Can you see the words, not the connectives, can you see the words emanating from it? This is interesting for me. Okay? Ang tanong is, what best describes your life situation at present? In fact, if I ask that question to all of you, and I ask you to answer it in 2-3 sentences, and get all your answers now, and then subject it to word count, and to produce a word cloud, I will see the feel of what is it that best describes your life. We could do that. Right? Now, where are your stories? How can we know if they're satisfied or not? Nasaan? Pag wala kayong magagawa. Yan pala, isa pa lang po yan. Ha? Next. Are you happy at the moment as a catechist? Look at that. Look at what are coming up as a word. Bata, teach, life, ako, serve, catechist, to know. Mukhang akma siya dun sa but we have to code it more, right? Pero wow, word count pa lang to. Okay? Next. How satisfied are you as a catechist and why? Look at that. Happy, love, serve. Pare-pareho. Right? Pare-pareho ang ang temang lumilitaw. Right? Next. Aside from being a catechist, do you have other work services? If yes, what are they? Yan po. What is so interesting is this. Look at this. 1,225 respondents. Member Mary Legion Parish BEC. Come on. We are on the right track. Oh my. These are the people in the parish that probably you are marginalizing, but they're the one giving life. Not only as a catechist. If you talk about all these things in different dimensions, look at that. Mary coming out as the center of their other work. Oh my. And we have proof now that that's happening. That's very powerful. Now, ang tanong ko sa inyo, doon sa parish nyo, gumawa kayo ng ganito. Tingnan nyo kung ano mahalaga sa kanila. Tingnan nyo kung anong sinasabi nila. Right? Para hindi lang kwento. Di ba? Para talagang may basihan. This is very powerful. Next. Does your family support your involvement in the catechetical ministry? If yes, why? Yep. That's the support that they're getting. Okay? Next. Yung hindi nag-i-involve. Family ang issue. Okay? Yung mga hindi nagsusuporta kasi nga napapabayaan yung pamilya. Okay? Financial. Look at that. Si ma'am talaga kita-kita yung financial, right? Kita nyo yung militaw eh. So, now, what is interesting is this. What if I compare, and this is when research becomes very exciting, the responses of the catechists with the responses of the coordinators. Is there a difference? Now, ito na. Kaya may dalawang set, di ba? May istorya ang mga coordinator at may istorya ang mga catechist. Now, I'm going to show you the buy-to-buy comparison. Okay? Ready na po kayo? Okay. Ang maganda dito, hindi kayo kasama dito, right? So okay lang, right? Hindi kayo nag-respond, right? So okay lang. Next. Ay, meron pa pala. How would you rate your commitment as a catechist at the moment? So ito po siya, love and life. Okay? Ang lumabas sa katekista. Okay? For the catechetical directors, no, and coordinators. Ito po yung mga responses. Ito po ang sa catechist at ito po sa director. Can you see the difference? See? Meron siyang nuances. Okay? Okay? Ito mga bata ang focus dito. Ito catechist, no? Catechist, I mean children. Okay? Service, no? Okay? But not too much. But at least you could see na, dito nag-revolve yung answers ng mga catechetical coordinators. Dito nag-revolve yung answer ng mga catechists. For that question. Next question. How satisfied are you as a catechist? How satisfied are you as a coordinator? Look at that. Okay? Nakita niyo po na iba po yung context nyo sa context nila. Yung po yung point ng comparison. Okay? Naiiba siya. Okay? Tingnan nyo, buti na lang ito talaga lumalabas po sa inyo, right? Di po ba? Kasi kakabahan ako pag iba yung lumalabas. Di po ba? Next. Aside from being a catechist, do you have any other works? Look at that. Parish becomes your major interesting other things that you are focusing at. Right? Which is okay, which is good. Okay? And this is for the catechist. Okay? Mas marami pong responses nila kaya ganyan po ang word count. Next. Does your family support your involvement? Yan. Ito yung sa coordinator. Ito po yung sa catechist. Okay? Next. Photo journey. Right? And so, before the video, I would like to tell you na there are still more stories to tell. Okay? Imagine nyo po, ilang variable pa lang po yung shinare po namin. If you were enticed to knowing more about it, nandiyan lang yung data. And we will be, and I hope that we will be producing publications out of this. Right? With the help of our experts. No? Iba-ibang dimension. And we need your help. Now for now, let me share a 2-minute video to show you saan na ba kami nagpunta at ano-ano na ba ang ginawa namin. Okay? Totohanan ba to o lokohan? Right? O itong study to. So, I'm happy to share this video to everyone. Sadali lang po ito. Started there, the bow. Yan po yung nagbigay ng pondo. Sana, sir. Yun lang po ang field experiences po namin. Pero gusto ko pong bigyan ng pagkataon kahit 1 minute each yung ating mga field workers to say something about their field experience. Okay? Kasi alam niyo po, this will not happen really kung hindi po pinagsasama-sama yung mga katekista, tapos ina-accommodate kami. Sir Philip! Sir Philip! Yes, sir. Okay. Sir Philip, he is the one coordinating for Visayas.
Thank you very much po, Doc Clarence. I'm Philip Fuentes po, from the University of Santo Tomas Institute of Religion. I'm son of a catechist, and I was introduced to the Christian faith by a catechist mother, and of course nourished by catechist. And the reason why I have this kind of faith is because of the catechists. So I owe a lot to the catechist, and catechists play an important role in who am I right now as a Christian. My experience in the field is quite an eye-opener for me. And I wish to highlight one thing, and that is the aspect of leadership. From my observation, based on the surveys, the interviews, the FGDs that I've conducted, I learned one thing, and that is leadership is really indispensable in this ministry. The ministry can succeed or fail depending on the kind of leaders being assigned in this ministry. And I'm quite fortunate to encounter very committed, have a deep sense of mission, catechetical directors, coordinators in the Ministry of Catechesis. And thank you very much indeed for sharing to me, sharing to us your experiences. They gave me motivation to further my, resolve to do my theologizing at the Institute of Religion, the way our catechists do their catechesis in their ministry. They're quite committed and a deep sense of mission, etc. So thank you very much indeed. And I'm very happy to learn that our church is at the good hands, good hands of our leaders. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Sir Philip. Thank you. So we have Ma'am Cecile now, the one doing the daily gathering sa Mindanao.
Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Kung si Monsi po ay since birth catechista na, ako po before birth pa po. Catechista po kasi ang nanay ko, a mother of life catechist. So I grew up na love na love po ang pagiging catechista. So naalala ko, 11 years old pa lang po ako, pinagkakatekista na po ako ng nanay ko. With that, very meaningful po ang field experiences ko po. No? Isa-summarize ko po sa 2 salita. Sa mga coordinators po, ang nag-focus ko ay unang-una ipagtanggap at pagbibigay. No? So, sa mga naka-usap ko po mga coordinators, pagtanggap po, dahil pagtanggap sa trabaho, at pagtanggap sa mga katekista na sari-sari ang personalidad, sari-sari ang edad, at sari-sari ang mga daladalahin sa buhay. Ano po? So, hindi po naging madali yon sa mga coordinators, pero nandun din ang pagtanggap po sa biyaya ng Diyos na sa trabahong pinilaan ay bukas puso po ang pagtanggap. At pangalawa, ang pagbibigay ng sarili, pagbibigay ng presensya, lalo-lalo na po sa mga katikista natin kasi napag-alaman ko rin po sa pag-interview sa mga katikista, napakahalaga po ang presensya ng mga coordinators, lalo na po ng mga pari. So isang pagbibigay ng sarili, panahon at paminsan-minsan pati bulsa po. No? May mga pangangailangan ng mga katikista na minsan ang coordinator na minsan ang pumupuno. So yun po ang samsaring karanasan ng mga coordinators na aming nakasalamuha sa pananaliksik pong ito. So maraming salamat po.
Maraming salamat. Ito naman po ay yung taga-Taal na taga dito, na taga-Taal talaga. So, halika. Mula dito sa Luzon. Sa Luzon po siya, Sai.
Magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. Tulad po sinabi ni Doc Yayet, ako po ay taga-Ardice of Lipa. Specifically, I'm from Taal, Batangas. Nakita po sa inyong program of activities. You'll be having your pilgrimage tomorrow sa Canada Visasay Shrine. So, taga-roon po talaga ako, malapit na po sa simbahan ng aming bahay po namin. So, yun po. So, ang research area po na assignment ko is Luzon. Kaya po, hindi naman po lahat ng mga diocese napuntahan ko na po. But at least, parang 3 diocese napuntahan ko. And sa akin pakipagkwentuhan sa mga katikista, listen to their stories, and in their response to my questions, ang aking pong realization or perhaps reflection ko is para po nag-evolve yung aking impression tsaka description sa mga catechist. So, my description of the catechist can be synthesized into 2 words: commitment and mission. Para po sa akin, they really are personification of these 2 words. Personification or embodiment of commitment and mission. Kasi talaga po, I'm so overwhelmed with the commitment and sense of mission. In the sense na, syempre po, bilang katekista, concern mo po yung compensation, concern mo yung, syempre, may mga economic concern siya kasi you have to procure your teaching materials and kailangan mamasahe. But then, although kailangan na concern nila yan, pero hindi po yun yung kanilang primary concern. Instead, ang primary concern po nila is their worthiness in the ministry. Yung po kanilang, yung kanilang formation, yung po kanilang training, mas focus po nila yun how can we be more effective in our ministry. Kaya nga po kahanga-hanga po, I was so inspired by this catechist. Another thing po is para bang sa kanya po mga kwento, hindi posible na they bloom wherever they're planted. Perhaps because of their motivation or the reason for why they stay in the ministry. Kasi po, they tell us their stories. Hindi naman po to impress us or para po to solicit mercy or our admiration. Pero talagang pinukwento nila ang kanila pong kanilang mga struggles, kanilang mga burdens. And para sa kanila, it doesn't bother them. Ibig sabihin po, what keeps them in the ministry is hindi yung sa kanilang privations, hindi yung kanilang mga struggles o kanilang mga burdens, kundi mas nakikita po nila yung despite these experiences or unpleasant experiences, mas nakikita po nila yung God's providence. And perhaps the reason why they keep on serving the Lord through their ministry is dahil po they wanted to give back to the Lord. Kaya po, ako nalilid nga po sa kanilang mga sharing And minsan, sa mga FGD namin, interviews, naiyak po talaga ako kasi sabi ko, ako kasi po maraming tawa ko. Kunti lang regular sweldo ko, o kaya naman pagka-assignment ko sa UST, magkalayo ng mga classrooms, nagreklamo ko, but look at these people, they never complain. Naisip ko nga, ano karapatan ito mag-complain? May struggles and may predicaments are nothing compared to their problems and their struggles. So yun po. Kaya po, ayun po, na-inspire po sa kanila.
Thank you, Sir Lowell. And then we have Sir Dennis as last. He is part of the Visayas. And ito, sasabihin ko lang po sa inyo, language is a big issue as our research dimension requirement. We have a Filipino version of the questionnaire, but we cannot come out with it because of the many issues of the translation. Kasi kahapon po, I was so happy listening to the interview ni Father Time at saka siya. Bisaya po sila. Hindi po ako magta-transcribe po ng audio nila. Talagang, meaning that's something that we have to, so we need help for the, kung ano po yung tamang language para sa paki-adjust lang po, paki-paliwanag lang po yung context po nun, sir. Anyway, yes.
Magandang umaga po sa lahat. Ako po si Dennis Jessie. Correction lang po, I am not from the Diocese of Tagbilaran. I was only associated in Tagbilaran kasi po, yung newly ordained bishop po doon, si Bishop Abiton, is my uncle. Pero actually, I am from the Diocese of Talibon. Pangalawa po, I am proud po. Nagsimula po kasi yung high interest ko ng bilang isang catechist dahil po, isa po sa mga nag-mold sa akin, I am proud na nandito po siya. I was a graduate of the Institute of Catechesis in the Archdiocese of Manila. One of my professors nandito po, si Father Carlo Magno po. Maraming salamat po, Father Carlo Magno. Actually po, parang simulan ko lang nag-ubot. Naalala ko, Father, na 2002 po ako nag-aral ng tigang. Pero yung homily mo doon po, hindi ko po nakalimutan. Yes, parang something like this, more or less, sabi ka mo na, the way you look at things greatly affects the relationship. Yung parang ganun. Ang homily niya is about fishing, kasi sabi niya, kasi from the perspective of the disciples, apostles, dito nila tinapon. Pero sabi daw, if you look at from the perspective of Christ, dito po yung marami. Parang ganun po yung homily ni Father. 2002 pa lang po yun, pero hindi ko nakakalimutan. Bakit ko po yan sinabi? Kasi po, based on my experience, I have realized, kasi Tagbilaran po, sa totoo lang po, ang youngest catechist nila, believe me or not, is 47. Sa Tagbilaran po yun. Pero doon ko na-realize yung tinatawag natin sense of volunteerism sa kanila. Pero ito sinasabi nila na walang compensation, pero they walk an hour or two just for them to arrive sa kanilang mission field. Ganon, pero wala silang natanggap. Why? Because this is how they look at their ministry. Kaya nga, kung paano sila nakipag-relate sa kanilang ministry, kasi maganda yung nakita nila aside from tinatawag natin ni Sir Noel na sense of mission sa kanila, nakita nila yung need ng catechesis doon. Kaya nga, kahit pa po some of the priests daw, they are not very supportive, pero dahil they look at this their ministry as good, that it is in great need, kaya patuloy po sila. Now, this time, I am passing the back. Kasi nga, naniniwala ko, the way you look at your catechist greatly affect the way you relate to them. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you. O, sandali na lang. Dear catechetical directors, di ka lang po nakakonvince ko po kayo, kailangan po namin talaga ng tulong. Kailangan po namin na i-coordinate niyo po yung lahat ng katekista para po sa survey. At hindi ko po alam kung nakikita niyo po yung methodology. Ganito pong ginawa namin. Present namin sa inyong vision, may konting catechesis, konting input, binigyan po namin kayo ng realidad. Pero nag-iiba po ang dynamics pag nakita niyo po na nagsasalita na mula sa field ang mga datos. Okay? Lahat po ng kanilang shinare from the perspective ng mga nag-research. How I wish na ang lilitaw na yung mga boses ng mga katekista na i-report namin sa July at August. So that's what we're looking forward. Okay? So let us end by looking at stopovers and stations. Yung research challenges and limitations po namin. So, alam niyo po, bilang isang researcher, alam ko yun eh, pag sinabi kong pwede kayong interviewin, alam ko madalas iniiwasan ako. Alam niyo po yun. Yung ayaw tumingin sa'yo, iniiwasan ka na. So, sabi ko yun, sinasabi ko, pag sinabi ko mag-interview ako, hindi na pati nakikipag-engage yung mga respondents ko sa akin. Sanay po ako doon, nakikipamuhay po ako sa mga isda at sa urban pool. So, sanay po ako. Pag sinabi ko, pwede ka bang interviewin, lahat na lumalayo sa akin. Right? Pwede ba mag-survey, lahat na lumalayo sa akin. So, my home, ito po yung stasyon namin. Parang ano to, Stations of the Cross, right? Oo. Pero let us end. Ako, Doc John, let us end now. Let us end by sharing with you something na we discovered along the way. Okay? These are reflection points. These are not the concerns of the research, pero tell us, does it matter to you? From my point of view, meron po kami tinitingnan ng tatlong discoveries. Catechesis, catechism, and catechist. Tatlo lang po siya. Ito po siya. Ang tatlong C's ng simbahan natin. Catechesis, catechism, ako hindi nakakaintindi nito, hindi ko naintindihan ang difference. Pero nakikita ko ang datos, there's something to explain. Ano ang catechesis, ano ang katesismo, at sino ang mga katekista. Sa Tagalog, tatlong K to ng simbahan. Ang KKK ng simbahan. Ang katechesis, katesismo, at katekista. At nung kinakausap namin si Father Deds kahapon, sabi niya, oh my, ito lang siya. Hindi natin siya napapaliwanag. Okay? Kailangan paliwanag natin itong tatlong konseptong ito. At paano kami nagre-reflect dito? This lead us to ask the following question. Next, Doc John.
From the outset, when we were doing the tools, yung naisip namin, medyo dahil because of our background, no, in theology, religious education, nung gumagawa kami ng tools, naisip namin, siguro tingnan natin yung frame ng being, doing, knowing, o baka masyadong mataas. However, in the process of data gathering and in the process of initially analyzing data, lumabas po itong tatlong very basic, no? Alam po natin itong lahat sa catechetical ministry. Now, the National Catechetical Directory of the Philippines highlights that if the goals of catechesis we will have a consensus of the process, the source, and the agent, then we will be able to do catechesis more effectively, and we will be able to achieve a national consensus of the National Catechetical Ministry. So ano-ano po ba yung mga reflection points na natanong natin habang ginagawa natin? Una, sa buong proseso po ba, no, in doing catechesis, is catechesis a gender thing? No, or other social indicators. Mas lay ba ito? Ano ba ang involvement ng clergy dito? Another thing, is formal catechetical formation part of the requirement process of doing catechesis? No, para maging mas effective ba ito? Mahalaga ba na itong mga katekista natin at mga directors natin are formally trained? What is the place of the catechetical ministry? If PCP2 suggests or emphasizes that this is the most basic part of the area of renewal, yung ating National Pastoral Council, ang first priority sa pastoral priorities, integral faith formation. Ano ngayon ang lugar ng catechetical ministry sa parokya, sa organizational structure, sa vision, mission, are considering this? Right? So, sa buong proseso, ano ito? Ngayon, kung tinilan po natin ang source, no? Yung catechism natin, we know, of course, that we have the basic deposit of God's Word, no? Scripture, tradition, and all. Pero baka lawakan natin ng konti. Ano ang role ng catechetical centers? Ano ang role ng mga eskwelahan offering catechetical or catechism classes? How does the catechetical centers or schools formulate programs? Do they involve the catechist in the formulation of curricula, syllabi? Ano ang role ng mga katekista dito? Is there, ito po isa namin sa napagnilaya, no? Habang nag-gather ng data mula Bontoc, Lagawi hanggang North and South, is there a standard national catechetical module? Or should there be a need for this? Right? Mahalagang, yes, Father, raise your hand. So mahalagang tanong siguro ito. Should there be a need for this? Is there an existing? Next, are our catechetical modules, syempre scripture-based, tradition-based, no? based sa church documents natin. Maraming mahalagang tingnan natin ito. And of course, the agent of doing catechesis. How is it like to be a catechist? Diverse po tayo, no? So merong full-time, may part-time, merong rural, merong nakita natin yung mga challenges, etc. Kumusta ba ang pagiging katekista sa konteksto ng Pilipinas? With a growing number of Catholic population. How should a catechist be compensated? So we have a question of, do you receive compensation? They say yes. What forms? This one. But we also have a question of, what compensation would you like to receive? No? Kasi baka you receive grocery pero ang gusto mo pala talaga salary. Baka gusto natin i-consider yun. So meron tayong ganoon. Or baka naman you receive salary pero ang gusto mo lang talaga love of God. Baka pwedeng lumabas sa data, so mahalaga siyang reflection. Next, how does the coordinator or director understand the life situation of the catechist? Nakita po natin itong mahalagang pagnilayan. Ang mga katekista at the forefront of our doing catechesis. Tayo po ba, yun po ba mga namamahala, ang nasa leadership po ba ng ating catechetical ministry? Kumusta ang pag-unawa natin at pag-intindi sa buhay ng mga katekista natin? The agent of catechesis. So, with the National Catechetical Directory of the Philippines mandate, there is a need perhaps of looking into these, at least these three processes. Kaya po, masaya kami na naibahagi sa inyo na ang lumalabas ngayon sa National Catechetical Study is perhaps we will try to do a consensus of these for us to achieve really the goals of catechesis. Kaya po, from here on, where will we be? Saan tayo pupunta?
I would like to thank everyone for the time. Alam niyo, by the mere fact na hindi po kayo nagsasalita, pinapabayaan niyo po kami, patience po yun, no? Talagang talent po yan, no? Salamat po ng marami sa attention. And ano po ang aming, do we have a choice? Tama naman yan. Ano po ba ang aming destination? Ganito po, meron po kaming mga survey for catechetical directors. We would wish that you look at it at inyo pong i-accomplish so that you will be part of the coordinator's data. And then our researchers will give you a copy of the survey for catechists and coordinators, and please to communicate with our research team so that they would know anong arrangement ang gusto nyo. Gusto nyo ba, okay ba na kayo na mag-photocopy? Okay ba na, ayaw nyo, kayo mag-photocopy, sige gagawin namin, sasabihin namin kay Bishop, ganun lang naman yan, right? So para mag-photocopy pa, kasi nakaka-30,000 na kami sa pina-photocopy namin. Right? Alam mo, ganun siya kamahal, yung photocopy niyan, right? And then, pag dinala namin doon, ang problema, retrieval, pagbalik. So, madalas, ang ginagawa po namin, nandyan yung katekista, mag-fill up tayo ng form, tulungan natin sila maintindihan yung mga tinatanong natin kasi marami silang tanong. After 2 hours, tapos ang survey. Nasa amin yung datos, okay? I-encode na namin. Hindi po namin iwanan sa inyo yung survey. Kailangan nyo pong ibalik sa amin, kami po mag-encode. Okay? Para kami po ang maging responsible sa data. Okay? So, puno-puno po kami ng pasasalamat sa atensyon at kailangan po namin ng suporta. Kasi po, ang destination po namin ay dito. To your respective parishes, vicariate, prelectures, diocese, and archdiocese. See you all in the field. Sigurado po ako, pag nadun lang po yung presence nyo at nadun yung mga katekista, kahit 2 oras or less than 2 hours, matatapos ang survey. At ginawa na po yan ng maraming bishops at maraming catechetical coordinators. So I hope yung mga kaibigan nyo po sa iba-ibang diocese at vicariate, sabihan nyo lang po para po makuha po namin yung datos nila. With that, Bishop, Mother, and everyone, thank you very much.
Questions daw?
Sige po. Opo. Ay, questions. Opo. Sino po may gusto po mag-clarify? Or inside? Opo. Yes, Father. Opo. Ay, si Father, explain yung ginawa niya.
May punta. Sa amin, sa Reyes na Libon, tapos na namin ng pag-survey last November because mayroon kaming Going from mission seminar po is mayroon kaming 4 na mga topics, and the last topic is about the statistical report. Gipasiros namin yan. Naggasto kami ng 15,000. Dahil 2,000 yung mga katikista ko. Lahat ay nag-answer. At na mayroong hard copy nandoon sa opisina. Pero 30 lang ang na-report yan dahil isa lang ang assistant director ko magaling sa kanan. Dahil ako, hindi ako makapag, Pero, ang sabi ni Sen, kunin niya sa opisina ko, 2,000. Lahat ng mga katikista ay naka-answer na 2,000.
Thank you so much. We had recently yung sa Lipa na biglang tumawag. Nandito na yung 1,100 survey questionnaires nyo, right? Sabi ko, wow! So excited naman kami, pumunta kami sa Lipa. Sa Imus. Pagpunta sa Imus, sabi namin, bakit ganito lang ito? Kasi ang ginamit niyang questionnaire ay yung draft questionnaire nung Davao. Sabi ko, hindi po ito yung tama. Pwede po bang ulitin po natin sa 1,100? Pwede. Sige, bigyan nyo na yung questionnaire and they will deliver the 1,100 within the next 2 weeks, right? But ganun lang po, ganun po yung iba eh. So may mga ganun pong initiative na po. Thank you very much.
12 copies yung isang
Yes, correct. 12 pages yung pinasa online. Salamat po.
Dr. Clarence,
Yes.
if you look at the respondents by ecclesiastical territories, the returns are not conclusive in terms of dioceses,
Yes.
which is not good.
Yes,
In terms
ibig
of
sabihin po, hindi po nag-respond.
Yun nga, that's why, where do you go from there? How do you challenge the directors who are here and the directors who are not here?
Opo. Bali po, ang aming pong style really, Monsi, ay ganito. Kasi gusto na, pastoral naman siya, hindi naman siya yung tipo na academic na magde-defend ka ng thesis. No? Ang ginagawa po namin talaga yung Eche, and this is Annalie, sila Mother, talaga po, tawag po kami ng tawag. As in, kailangan po namin tumawag. May coordinator na po kami per area. Pagkatapos po, Monsi, hindi po okay ang online. Hindi po sila makapag-respond kasi yun po yung... Kaya po, simula po nung nagkaroon po kami ng paper-based, I would like to think, as of now, siguro may mga 10,000 catechist na po kaming respondents. That means na talagang kailangan mo ng paper-based. Matatagalan tayo kung hintayin natin sila mag-online. Okay? So dahil nag-paper-based, may 2,000 na kay Sir, may 2,000 sa Cebu, may 1,000 sa Bohol, this is about 10,000 now. And my hope is after May or June, kung meron tayong datos sa mga 20,000 na catechists, no? Medyo maganda na yun. Meaning, I think we could actually say, ilan ba talaga yung catechista natin ngayong point in history, right? And then, ako personally, Monsi, ang excited ako is that, pag nakuha ko yung papel, mga papel for example sa Talibon, yung 2,000 na report na ang gandang gawin ng diocese report. Opo. So, kung mapupuno nyo lang talaga, yung more likely mga 80 to 90% ng inyong population, sana po, yun po ang magawa natin. So, kung tanong niyo po is, ano yung challenge? Ang challenge ay ito. Napaka-ideal talaga at nagugulat yung iba, bakit mo sinesensus? Bakit hindi isesensus? Wala nang record ng mga katekista natin. So, isensus na natin kasi merong material, hindi perfect yung survey, pero may demographics doon at may mga tanong na pwede nyong gamitin sa susunod after 10 years. Di po ba? So, pwede na tayo mag-compare. Ngayon, hindi tayo mag-compare. The last time that I saw the report, may dalawa sa isang diocese, may tatlo sa isang diocese, hindi mo mako-conclude yun. Wala ka magagawa doon. So, kung ma-improve natin to by July, at makita natin yung halos 87, talagang na-fill up at alam na namin yung projected population per ano. So, yung po ang dream natin sa July, right? Pero, ang sabi ko nga, kailangan matapos natin data gathering ng May or June, right? Kasi, kung ano lang pumasok sa May, yun lang yung malalagay namin sa report ng July. Kung ano pumasok ng June, yun lang ang malalagay namin sa August. Kasi hindi kami super persons, right? Kailangan siya encode. Hanggat hindi siya i-encode, hindi mo siya pwede i-report. So, Monsi, yun po yung dream namin and yung challenge ko po sa lahat. Kung magre-respond lang po kayo sa Archdiocese of Manila, for example, I know hindi sila 100, right? I know marami sila, parang gano'n. O sa Archdiocese of Cubao, alam ko mas marami pa sila, parang gano'n. Sa Diocese of Cubao, mas marami pa sila. Yun po.
You have a map. Actually, the end point of the study, if you look at destination, is to view the macro, which is nationwide, right?
Yes.
That's really the mandate given to you. However, my concern is, since you're doing well, and we have here the directors, and later around August, you'll have a bigger number with the coordinators. It may be good also for the directors to have a feel of the catechetical situation in their particular church, in their territory. For them also to do concrete planning based on data.
Yes.
Because at present, with the frequency here, as you have mentioned, is still very small to be conclusive.
Opo. Napakaganda po, Monsi, pagka dumating po yung puntos na napakadali lang naman po kahit po email. Pwede po namin i-email yung datos ng per diocese. Tapos sa planning nyo po, which is the third phase of this National Catechetical Study, sa programs, development of programs, gagamit na po kayo nito. And we could give you all the frequencies and all the crosstabs that you need para mag-present nyo po siya sa ano nyo po, sa inyong pong vicariate o sa parishes nyo po. Kasi maganda po yun eh. Kasi ma-identify nyo po yung mga pangalan nila eh. Right? And then, nakakapag-input po kayo na mas maganda, bakit ganito yung estado. May input ka ba kayo?
Share ko lang po siguro yung ang nakakatuwa po dito, when we started online, ilan lang po yung mga napuntahan namin. Like when we launched it sa San Jose, kaya talagang pumasok na may school doon, nandun yung mga computers, etc. Pero po halimbawa, ang Novaliches, ang Manila, nakakatuwa dahil hindi namin sila napuntahan, pero pumasok ang data nila. Pumunta lang sila sa Facebook, etc. Pero that's the challenge because eto nasa Metropolis. However, may pumasok pong isang talibon. Bago po yung presentation natin sa CBCP plenary, may isang talibon. Siguro si Father na yun, no? Yung assistant director ni Father na marunong mag-Facebook. Kaya isa. Ngayon 30 ang pumasok dahil isang buwan na. Siguro isang araw, isang ang in-encode ni Father. So ang ginagawa po ng ilan, pagka may data, sila ang nag-encode. However po, katulad ngayon, marami na kaming mga invitations na like passive, magpapaschedule ang Mindoro, magpapaschedule. Ito po ang nakakatuwa. Ang Caceres po nung pinuntahan namin, dahil nga po, nabanggit na ni Doc yung budget and all, kaya yung generosity ng mga dioceses. Like they invite us, tapos yung pamasahe and all. Pagdating doon, ang naging problema namin sa Caceres, they had 800, kasi General Assembly nila yun. Pero 3 lang yata yung computer na gumana, Father, no? So, ang pumasok, yan lang. Ngayon, kukuha si Father ngayon ng paper-based, iuuwi niya sa kanila. So, siguro po, depende sa mga strategies po ng mga catechetical directors kung ano ang nais nila para makasama sa ating survey. Meron po dito pa isa-isa, no? 3, 2. Ito po siguro yung naka-access sa Facebook. Hanggang ngayon po, nasa Facebook pa rin po ang link. If you may want to check it out. Until now, it's still on Facebook. National Catechetical Study 2016. Just click on the link. Makapasok po agad ang inyong sagot. Automatically.
Doctors, well, I thank you for this presentation. In fact, it's giving me, at least personally, a good view of the direction. At the end of the day, you have to ask the effectiveness of the catechetical ministry. And of course, that is not going to be shown by the data. You're just going to do some profiling of where the catechists are. Because the greater concern now is that we may have catechists, we may have the tools, but are they effective? And how do you rate the effectiveness of the catechetical program in terms of the following? Because there was a study, as I mentioned to Bishop, there was a study by UP, sociology, that there has been a decrease of the number of attendees in Sunday Mass from 60% down to 40%. And the 30% based on their data is only 32 million, which we hardly could experience today. Why? Because our parish churches are full. However, it is really a major concern that from 60 you go down to 40, you have millions of Catholics who are no longer connected to the Catholic Church, yet are baptized in the church. Which only shows about how the Catholic Church in the Philippines packages itself. And one of the packages is precisely the catechetical program. That's precisely my concern in terms of, ito na yung data, ito yung mga katekista, ito ginagamit nila, okay, fine. Pero at the end of the day, are we doing what we are supposed to do? Are we bringing people closer to the Lord and to His Church?
Yes, that's a great challenge, Father Herl, no? So coming from the data, ito yung makikita natin. Kaya kung may follow-up studies sana tayo, Bishop. Kaya may follow-up studies sana tayo. Effectiveness yung sinasabi ni Monsignor. Ng programs natin.
I think we're able to identify Monsi very well. Itong susunod. Una, mag-identify ng programa mula sa datos para sa catechetical ministry. Ikalawa, i-trace natin yung